What do you think of when you hear the word Egypt?
Pyramids. And maybe camels.
Mo Salah.
What is that?
It's a football player.
And this is Salah and Mohamed Salah!
Well, maybe it's for the boys.
I'm currently stood on the balcony, and if I just turn this way, you see the pyramids. So, let me tell you, the whole way here was just incredible. If you've ever been to India, it's very much like Delhi. So you have a family of 10 squeezed into a car, and then on top of that, we were driving towards Giza, and as we did so, the sun was setting in the distance, but it was setting behind the pyramids, so you could just see the pyramids like a silhouette. So just driving down with the sunset was just amazing. One of the best things that I've ever seen. The Great Pyramid of Giza is 481 feet tall. That's roughly the same height as the Gherkin in London or the Washington Monument in America. The Pyramid of Khafre. This pyramid is about 100 feet taller than the Statue of Liberty. The Pyramid of Menkaure. You know the famous sails on the Sydney Opera House? This pyramid is exactly the same height.
Today we go on a private tour to find out more about its history.
The Pyramids of Giza are the oldest and sole remaining intact wonder of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Constructed over 4,500 years ago, they were built to enjoy an eternity and have done just that. But what exactly are they for? Well, Egypt's pharaohs expected to become gods in the afterlife. To prepare for the next world, they erected temples to the gods and huge pyramid tombs for themselves. Each tomb filled with all the things each ruler would need to guide them and sustain himself in the next world. The Great Pyramid is thought to be constructed of over 2 million stone blocks that range from 2 to over 50 tons. East of the River Nile is associated with life because that's where the sun rises. In turn, the sun sets on the west and is therefore associated with death. This is why all pyramids in Egypt are found on the west bank. Historians estimate that over 100,000 people were involved in the construction of the Pyramids of Giza. Hi. 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 Hi.
Everyone is so friendly, says hello to us, good morning, how are you? See you later, alligator.
Yeah, before we came here, everyone was telling us that everyone was going to be really pushy. And don't get me wrong, there's a little bit of that. But in general, people are actually quite friendly. Once you tell them no a couple of times, they just tend to leave you alone. We were also told not to record any of the local people because they can get quite agitated and angry with you. So, we came. Thank you. So we came out quite early today just to try and avoid the crowds and just get some videos of around the area. So we're currently staying in Giza. There are probably, so yeah, right next to the pyramids, there are thousands of horses, thousands of camels, and to be quite honest with you, you can smell every one of them.
Here there are so many dogs, so I got some meat for them. So hopefully we're gonna find some bony dog, and that's my favorite thing to do.
Here's a nice dog. He deserves meat. The good thing here is we can just wander the streets, get completely lost, and always find our way back to the hotel because we are staying right next to the pyramids. So you just look up, see where the pyramids are, and you can go that way. If we told people we were coming to Cairo or Giza, the first question would always be why. We were warned that we would get hassled, that people would try and basically get you into the shops and just push you into buying things.
I think everyone was just saying we're not going to enjoy it, there's going to be like so much hassle, that yeah, we're going to have bad experience. No one really specified, they were just saying don't go, don't go.
Yeah, but actually, no thank you. But actually, since we've been here, everyone's been really nice. We kind of got told not to take the cameras out, the locals would get hostile, but actually if we're walking around the camera, people tend to want to be on camera.
Hello, Habibi!
Hey.
How many camels?
Perfect.
How many elephants?
And actually they want to take pictures with us.
Yeah, so everything we were told is kind of untrue, and I think people were very unfair because we're here and actually we love the place. As for the locals being hostile, yeah, I think what we find is people tend to come here for 1 or 2 days max to see the pyramids, but because we're here for a week, we've kind of got to know certain people around the streets, and every time we see them, they see us, they come over, they say hi. Still trying to get us into the shops, but in general, everyone's just really nice. So yeah, I think we came with impressions that were completely wrong, but we're both leaving like having had a really nice time.
Yes.
Hi! Good shot! Good shot!
I love the locals. One thing you have to be aware of here is that none of the shops have any prices, so you kind of have to have an idea of what you're paying before you go in. So I'm just going to go in now, just get a couple of little bits. Hi. There's no lights. How much, sir?
25.
25? 15, right? 15, 15. See, 15. We basically got 3 chocolate bars, and we've been here a few times now, so we know it should be 15 Egyptian pounds, but he tried charging 25, 35. So I just had to tell him or remind him how much his prices were, and he corrected it, so beware. It's lunchtime, so we're heading out to get some street food. We found a nice little place around the corner, and the guys that work there are really friendly, so let's go. Hi! Hi, 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 hi.
How are you?
Hi. Hi.
We make bubble Egyptian food. You like it? Come.
Very good.
Wait. Son of a shit. Will be famous with you.
You want a menu?
Food's good for the 2 of us. We both had some chicken on a crate with a drink, and it cost 150 Egyptian pounds, which is about £7. Anyway, go check it out. If you come to see the pyramids, don't forget to look up. There are plenty of roof terraces around, all with a perfect view of the pyramids, and the food here is very cheap. Okay, so there's 3 different shishas here. You've got the Egyptian shisha, which is 25 Egyptian pounds, that's about £1. Then you have the normal shisha, and then luxury, which is 75, which is about £3.50. So we're going to put it to the test. We're going to get an Egyptian one and a luxury, so the cheapest and most expensive, and then see what the difference is.
I'm gonna test the luxury shisha, and Martin is gonna test Egyptian shisha. I think it's fair.
Okay.
And look at this nice view.
Oh.
So basically, Martin got so scared of Egyptian shisha because they said it doesn't have any flavor, so he decided to go for the normal one.
Just like cigarettes, so it's not really shisha.
Yeah. So Martin doesn't smoke cigarettes. So good boy.
We're going to try normal and luxury. Normal shisha. Yeah, not feeling it. I think the luxury one is actually better. How much more expensive was it? Like £1.
I think
about £1 more.
One is 75, another one
45. So it's about £1 more, but so much more flavour.
It's 8:30 in the morning, so it's very empty. Not many tourists, except the people who work here.
Last time we came here we had a tour guide to today we're on our own, so it'll be quite interesting to see how much more we get hassled from all the locals with their horses and camels. We've been inside maybe 15 minutes and already been asked 2-3 times, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, thank you. I've made up for.
We cannot, me and Martin cannot be alone for too long at the moment.
Literally.
And this is his daughter, no?
No, this is daughter.
Daughter.
This
Yeah.
one is daughter.
I'll tell you interesting fact about it. Obviously the King's Pyramid, the most famous one, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and this is his daughter pyramid. And an interesting fact about it that Helps was so obsessed with building his, so he sent his own daughter into prostitution to gain more money to finish the pyramid. And she was a young, clever lady, so she asked her clients to bring her a stone as a gift, so she could build her own crazy world. So probably all these rocks were given as a present to a young lady. Each of the stones apparently weighed more than an elephant, and there are more than 2.5 million stones. Crazy.
Being followed by a man on his camel. He wants us to ride, but we're leaving, so good luck with that. Came back to the Sphinx to get away from the guy on the camel. What I will say is, last time we came we had a tour guide, and it was nice to learn about all the facts and all the history, but I think me and Carolina definitely prefer just to wander on our own, take our own time, do photos, videos. So yeah, my advice would be, if you're interested in the history, then either look on YouTube, watch some documentaries before coming, and then just take your own time around, or just hire a guide. Can be paid about $25 for about 3-4 hours. But for us, definitely prefer coming on our own when there's no one else around, and just taking our time.
It's our friend.
Okay.
Welcome.
Well-
Yes, how is this?
Hassan, we see him every night, and he keeps telling us to come to his shop.
This way. Yes.
And
see
we
now
kept
the
promising. We
shop.
said that we would go on the last night, so yeah, we're sticking to our promise.
Yes, nice.
So
I
let's
hope
go.
tourists to come back to Egypt.
Yeah.
Welcome anytime. Buy, it's okay. Not buy, it's okay. Welcome anytime.
Здравствуйте. Tanzila.
Хорошо.
This one, it's aphrodisiac. When the lady use it, man smell it.
We'll take that one.
I tell you. Like Razat device. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
That's
Strong.
clear.
I'm high now.
Okay, yeah, that one and the Arabian Nights.
Label we have here ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we got Arabian Nights. What his name?
Omar Sharif.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
In each country we want to buy a different perfume, so and then we decided to buy some. It smelled nice, wasn't expensive. Arabian Nights and
Omar Sharif. Yeah, always keep your promises.
yeah.
So you need to beat that.
I'll give you 1,200,000.
1,200,000.
Oh!
How about chickens?
That's you.
Can we get some chickens as well?
Marcus wants
Where
to
are we
sell
going?
me.
Carolina's just went on a bit of a frenzy. Thought she'd lost her sunglasses. Guess where they were? Already on her face.
Welcome to Egypt. Behind me you can see the Great Pyramid of Giza. And today we are going to the... Okay. I'm gonna test today the luxury van. Martin's gonna test. So, what do you think about Giza?
I love it here. Love it, love it, love it. This is like my kind of place for a week. Let's not go crazy. A week is good.